Welcome to a new Draw My Life video.
Hello TikTakers and welcome to a new Scary Tuesday. In this occasion, we're traveling to Japan to tell you about a mysterious doll, apparently possessed by the spirit of a little girl. Today, we're telling you the story of the doll Okiku. Since they are so similar to us, dolls are halfway through the living and the dead, those who feel and those who don't. This is why, in ancient times, dolls had a magical and a spiritual nature. They could be used for so many things, from representing fertility to accompanying the dead in their graves. As they acquired a more human appearance, they called kids' attention and became entertaining objects, but the mysticism was always there. Throughout history and all around the world, we can find many cases like Okiku's. The story says it all started in 1918, when a 17-year-old young lady called Eikichi Suzuki bought a doll for her 2-year-old little sister, Kikuko, as a souvenir from a marine exposition she had visited in Sapporo, in the Japanese island of Hokkaido. The doll was 40 centimeters tall and was wearing a traditional Japanese kimono. Her eyes were black and her face of white china. Her black hair was at shoulder level. The girl was sick and she couldn't leave the house much, so she loved her new doll. She spent all day playing with her and named her Okiku. They were inseparable, went everywhere together until tragedy hit the family. The girl got a lot worse and she spent many months in bed, hugging her doll, until she died due to high temperatures. As it is tradition in Japan, the day of Kikuko's cremation, her family placed her most loved objects to be burned with her, but they forgot about the doll. When they realized, they decided to keep it in memory of her little girl, and they placed her loved doll in an altar along with her ashes. From that moment on, they started to feel something strange was happening in the house. The doll's black hair started to grow. It didn't take long for it to reach the knees. The family didn't get scared though. They believed it was Kikuko's spirit inside the doll, somehow. They kept the altar and from time to time they would cut the doll's hair to keep it nice and pretty, but it grew again, inexplicably. With the beginning of World War II in 1939, the Suzukis decided to move to the Isle of Sakhalin, and they took the doll to the Menenji Temple in the city of Iwamisaka, where they thought it would be better off. They explained the priest there the supernatural characteristics of the doll, but he didn't really believe them. However, soon after, all monks could see with their own eyes how the hair grew and grew. Cutting it became a common chore for them, and they even took pictures with the different lengths to hang them around the doll as ornaments. The doll Okiku is still in the Menenji Temple in the Japanese prefecture of Hokkaido. This sanctuary is visited by thousands of curious people every year wanting to check with their own eyes what is said about this doll. Nowadays, they say it is not only the hair that has transformed, but also the lips, closed in the past and opened now with even some humidity. They also say her fixed eyes seem to be looking at the visitor, as if she was alive, looking more and more like a human being. It's not really clear why the hair of the doll Okiku grows. Nobody has really been capable of saying why it has kept growing continuously for almost a century. Many experts in the field have analyzed samples of the hair, saying it comes from a human being, but they were unable to give a scientific explanation to this peculiarity. And you, what do you think, TikTakers? Is it just a trick? Or does the doll really hold the spirit of the girl who's back from the dead?
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it, and if you want to see more Draw My Life videos, subscribe to our channel. See you in the next episode!